The early years. The story begins in 1886 when Lyman Sleeper established the Sleeper Mortuary. By 1902, his son Alan joined the family business. It wasn't an easy road. The business survived two devastating fires, including a massive blaze in 1915 that caused $20,000 in damages, a staggering loss for the time. Just months later, when Lyman Sleeper passed away. A century of transitions. Alan Sleeper carried the torch alone until his son John joined in 1946. However, the Sleeper family era came to a sudden tragic end in 1960. John Sleeper, at just 49 years old, fell asleep at the wheel while returning from transporting a body and died in the crash. Following his death, the business transitioned through several names, from Porter Kinzer to Friskel Kinzer, eventually merging in 1982 to become, I'm so going to pronounce this wrong, Juan Yoakum and Friskel. In 1999, the original Washington Avenue location finally closed its doors as a funeral home after serving nearly 2,700 families. The time capsule era. What's truly fascinating is what happened next. Over the next 2 decades, the building wore many hats. It was Heritage Hall, student housing, a flea market, a consignment shop, and even a law office. Yet throughout all those tenants, the first floor remained untouched. The original funeral home layout stayed perfectly intact, as if the universe was intentionally preserving it for us to explore. Thank you so much for watching our podcast. We hope you like these interviews with our friends. We had so much fun with everybody, and we cannot wait to see all their beautiful faces again. Thanks for watching. Bye. All right, introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Zach.
You can come in. Come in, child.
You need to come in. Hi, I'm Zach with Beyond the Veil.
Tori Westhoff. I am owner of Sleeper Mortuary.
My name is Josh Hurd. I'm author, filmmaker, lecturer, producer, all sorts of weird stuff. This lover of all things strange and abnormal, and owner of Malvern Manor in Malvern, Iowa.
Okay, I'm Ashley Evans with Pin Paranormal.
The old SJ, Sarah Joe.
My name is Tim. I am with Forever Investigating Beyond. We have an online store that is branded Two Souls Paranormal.
I am Kate, and I am part of Two Souls Paranormal.
Can you name 3 words to describe Sleeper Mortuary?
To describe this place?
Yes.
Haunted.
Haunted.
Haunted,
Spooky.
Active.
Scary.
creepy, but it's like soothing.
Historical would be the first one, like for sure.
Historical.
Fresh.
Accommodating.
Rustic. Comfortable.
Real.
Intriguing.
Entertaining would be another one, because I feel like the spirits always kind of keep you on your toes here.
Fun.
I'm going to say vibing just because when I walk in, sometimes there's a whole different energy than other times. Like sometimes I walk in and it feels great, and other times I walk in and it feels like I want to turn around and walk right back out.
And just spooky, you know what I mean? Like just downright spooky, because sometimes, I mean, especially in this place, like just weird stuff happens all the time, and it's so good. It is so good. So yeah, I love this building.
Endless possibilities.
Is Sleeper Mortuary haunted?
I believe so, yes.
I would suggest that Sleeper Mortuary is extraordinarily haunted, yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
I would say so, yes.
It's very haunted, yes.
Yes.
Can I swear?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, it is. Yeah.
What's your favorite spot in Sleeper?
I'd probably say up in the flower room
solely because it was the first place that I went when I first came here, and it was my first experience here. And it's just an intimate place. Yeah. There's a lot of busy work up there, which I relate to.
The large room at the bottom of the flower room. So I think it would have been the viewing, or not the viewing area, but maybe where the caskets would have been set up to sell, possibly.
Any reason why?
I think that's just the space that when I walk in there, it's almost like I'm walking from something that feels really comfortable into something that feels uncomfortable. And that's what we live for as investigators, right? That feeling.
The small living room with the Oddfellows caskets.
Any reason why?
I just love them. I love history, and I just love history, and I love stories, and I love preserving and education and that kind of thing.
I think my favorite spot is the small living room on the second floor.
Any reason why? Or
We've gotten quite a lot of activity up there. We've also gotten photographic evidence of what we believe was a spirit standing next to Tim.
Recently, it's been down in the basement.
do you have a favorite spot in Sleeper?
You know, it's weird. Like, as far as like a favorite spot, I'm always drawn to two places first. And it always seems like the basement, of course. Like, and I just love weird, creepy, dark, dank basements anyway. And so that's always kind of like my first place I want to go. There is something about what we call like the small living room that's up on this level, you know? And I don't know if it's like the Oddfellows caskets that are in there, or if it's just all of the weird stuff that's just around the place anyway. But there is something about that room that just draws me in there as well. So those are my two favorites.
I feel like it changes every time. Honestly, anywhere. These bedrooms, the waiting area, the chapel, any hallway is like anywhere.
If Sleeper was a food, what kind of food would it be?
Corn.
Why?
It's quick.
Yeah, what the heck?
I was going back to when we were having that conversation at Ashmore about corn. Because I knew you guys would start laughing.
How did you do it so quick? Corn.
Okay. I don't know. I'm just going to go with corn.
It's crunchy, you know.
Yeah, it's soft on the inside, hard on the outside. Doesn't really digest very well. I don't know.
Maybe like pasta. It's comforting and, filling. Gives you what you want.
I'm going to say a salad.
Okay.
And that's because there's like a base, but you can keep adding things. And I feel like because Sleeper is still like new in a sense, like everybody investigating is just adding those things to the food.
More flavor. They'll
Yeah.
have their own dressing.
Yeah, exactly.
Ooh. If it were a food, I would say a mildly spicy enchilada. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of different layers to it. But again, like, it keeps you on your toes, and it's spicy, and it's fun. But at the same time, like, there are times where you're just like, okay, like that is enough. You know what I mean? So it's interesting.
I would say probably Mexican style food.
Like your most favorite cut of homegrown beef. Sweet, savory, beefy, thick, heavy on the tongue.
Oh, yeah.
A medium rare steak. Because it tastes good when you come here. No, it feels good. That good feeling you get after a good steak is the same one you have when you come here to Sleeper.
What's your favorite thing about Tori?
Oh my God. My favorite thing about Tori is her mind and her heart. And I love her so much. You know what I mean? I could go on for days.
All right, well, we'll cut you off right now.
Her mind and her heart, for sure.
Oh my God. She's so genuine. She'll tell you like it is. She's got a lot of grace about her. She's not afraid to be honest and upfront with you and tell you what's what, but be extremely kind about it. Yeah.
She is the sweetest person I've ever met in my life.
She's genuine and authentic. The Tori you see is the Tori you get. There's not a whole lot of people left in the world like that, let alone the paranormal community. We go, not like way back, but the amount of history we have right now is quite a bit.
I think Tori is very accommodating. She's very selfless and wants to make sure that everybody has what they need when they come here.
I have to name one. My favorite thing about Tori, she loves so big. That's my favorite thing about her.
Yeah. Okay, you want to have her pick? How many should we have them do? 2?
I'll start with 1.
Oh. If you'll read the question to us.
No. If you died tomorrow and became the subject of an investigation, what's the one sign you'd give to let your fellow investigators know it was you? I'd tell them to go fuck themselves.
Yeah, that's how we'd know. We would know.
You would know. You would know. I'd probably rip some ass too, just the typical shit. But no, on a serious note, if I could, and I don't know what the afterlife looks like, but if I could, I would talk about something, like say it was just you and me in the room. I would talk about something that only you and I have spoken about. Does that make sense? I'd make sure that it was intimate enough that you knew it was me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wouldn't be go fuck yourself? Maybe.
I mean, maybe that would
Depends
be
on when we catch you.
That'd be my introduction most likely, and then I'd be like, oh, just kidding.
How many cat balls are too many? I like this. I like this. For me personally, if you've ever watched a video of mine or a live stream of mine, I'm kicking cat balls constantly. So probably the fewer the better. But I always overdo it, you know what I mean? I always put out 10.
Right.
I'm throwing 10 of those sons of bitches out all the time. But yeah, so I don't know how many is too many, but for me, probably less is more.
You start setting them out there and then you realize you have 10, you're like, oh shit.
It's whoops. Whoops-a-daisy. Now I've created a gauntlet.
For the new investigators watching BTV, what is the one warning nobody gave you when you started? Go do your thing. Go do what you love. Have fun. Keep your criticisms to yourself.
Yeah.
Stay out of the drama.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the most inappropriate song to play in a funeral home? Another one bites the dust.
Give one more. That's a good one. Yeah, that's a good answer.
Do you believe in angels?
Oh, and you answer.
Oh, it's for me? I'm not religious by any means. I have a short story I can tell you. So my great-grandpa was laying in bed. He was on his deathbed. And he looked up the last time he opened his eyes and said that there were bright females standing at the end of his bed waiting for him to pass. And he thought they were angels. So do I believe there's angels? I do.
Do you think you've ever encountered a demon? No, I do not. I think demons are very, very few and far between. I'm not saying they don't exist. I'm saying that the odds of me coming across one is slim. I mean, even in this line of hobby, if you call it, or work, or whatever you want to call it, I just don't think that. I think that if I were to come across the demon, my life would be severely affected and I would not be who I was today. I don't think I'd be able to rational think. I don't think it would be an encounter and done. I think that's a lifelong thing. And I think once it's got you and it's not going to let you go. So no, I just don't think that I have ever come across one, nor do I think I ever will.
Fair. Yeah.
With this like big entity and everybody, is talk about how evil they are. Yeah,
I don't, yeah, mean is not the same thing as demonic.
Yeah.
Because if you're an asshole when you're alive, you're probably going to be an asshole when you're dead. Like, I feel like personality traits carry over.
Right.
And I think that there are spirits that don't want you in their space. And I think that because of that, they portray it's kind of like, I compare it to the internet. It's no different than the internet. You'd be like you be, back in the days of like MSN Messenger or whatever, you could be thinking you're talking to a kid your age or whatever, and at the end of the day you're talking to like an adult. Like, you can be whoever you want to be on the internet, and I think that the spiritual realm is kind of the same thing. Like, there's no way to verify who you're talking to, and I don't think that demons come in your life because of happenstance, because you just happen to be in the same space. I think it's very much calculated on their behalf, so to speak.
Describe the feelings you feel when you scare someone with your death whistle.
It's pure exhilaration. It's joy. It is. Now, I grew up with like the biggest trickster. My dad was such a trickster. And so it almost feels like revenge in some ways.
What was that? I heard like, ooh, ooh, ooh,
yeah,
behind me.
Uh-huh.
Like right behind me.
Right. There was a voice. I thought it was that.
Ew, what the fuck was that? It was like, ooh, ooh, ooh. I swear to God, right behind me. Okay, sorry.
No, it's okay. Yeah, so all those things.
Yeah.
Okay. What is your favorite piece of equipment? Oh, well, probably my death whistle. I do feel like it's great because it does evoke that fear response in people, and it puts instant energy out into the space. And I know it's not for everyone. And I'm like, if I'm investigating with someone that I know does not like that, I would never use that. But if it's with a group of friends and we think it's funny and we like to scare each other, then why not use that and have a way to like naturally put that energy out into the space for spirits to use. Other than that, gosh, just like my body.
Yeah.
Like I just like to sit and listen or feel or let my mind go and just kind of see what's there.
Yeah.
If you had to rename a piece of equipment, what would you name it? That's a good question. I'm not sure. I've never really thought of that. Like, the only thing that I think of that can, like, come to my mind is what to name our equipment. So, I don't know, to be honest.
Do you want to grab another one?
Sure.
Another one. Yeah, it's a hard one. Zach thought of that. And I was like, what would you rename? He's like, I don't know.
See?
Rename the room pod the loud thing? Like, well, I don't know. Yeah.
If you had to haunt one specific object for eternity, what would it be? Like mine personally?
Yeah.
It's a good question. I think it'll probably just be, I would say probably like my dresser, because like if I ever passed before Kate did and she ended up moving, like I could still follow my dresser.
Until you see it for sale one day. You're screwed.
What is the one thing that Hollywood gets dead wrong about the paranormal that annoys you the most? That every place is always active no matter what. That you never have a place that is the same twice.
Yeah.
We always talk about the loud bangs and voices, but what's the most unsettling quiet moment you've had while investigating? Okay, I've got two answers for this.
Okay.
I would say overall, when I feel the most unsettled is when you just feel the atmosphere change. It's almost like the frequency in the air changes, the energy changes, and you're just sitting on the edge of your seat and you're anticipating something and you don't know what that something is. And this could be generalized in any aspect in your life when you just feel anxious that something's going to happen, the other shoe's going to drop. But specifically when investigating paranormal activity, you 100% don't know what that is, who is here with you, what their intentions are. And so that leads my mind to race a little bit. And then you get the goosebumps on your arms and you just feel staticky. Like I always describe it as feeling like the static of Channel 3 back in the day, us 90 babies, 80s babies. But in general, that's probably the most unsettling feeling that I get almost anywhere I go. Like an isolated event would be, and you were here for this, both of you were here for this, over in Malvern Manor. We were doing an Estes method, and what was being talked about was very personal to me. It had to do with a ring that had to do with one of my children, and not many people know the story behind that ring. But that was brought up, and my child was brought up in that conversation, and that was incredibly overwhelming. So yeah.
Yep.
So I would say that those are very real experiences, which I don't want to say puts a lesser value on the clicks and the pops and the knocks that you hear. But I mean, these are historical buildings, they're old buildings, and they make a lot of noise. They move, they settle, yada, yada, yada. And they're easily debunkable. A lot of these buildings still use old boiler systems and pipes and things like that. So I don't want to invalidate that stuff either. It's just, you won't know until it happens to you, and when it does, you'll fucking know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like feelings are everything,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's almost like I mean, if you're very scientific, that's wonderful, but it's almost like you have to have that sixth sense to be an investigator. You have to have that empathic ability, perhaps. I don't know how you want to say that, but it's like without that, you're kind of missing the meat and potatoes of what makes investigators investigators, if you really are in it for the real shit.
I like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you could invent one piece of technology that doesn't exist yet to catch paranormal activity, what would it be? I just was talking about this yesterday.
Whoa.
So we were talking about like specifically like the SLS and the XLS and all of that stuff. And I was like, man, I know people have tried to do this and it's fallen flat. It hasn't worked yet, right? But a piece of equipment that would be similar to like the XLS, where you could see features, facial recognition type of software or what have you. But I mean, to see depth and features of, oh, this person has a mustache, or this person has like furrowed eyebrows or what have you. I mean, to be able to see something very specific like that, it might be able to help us then narrow down historically what is going on here potentially.
Give character to the
Exactly.
stick figure that we see.
Exactly, yes.
Yeah,
I think it'd be cool.
I love it.
I agree.
If you had to get rid of one piece of equipment, what would you get rid of? Flux 2, hands down.
Yeah.
And the only reason why that is because I know that it is affected by cold. And I know that from Malvern Manor. I started to notice patterns. Now, it was very, very cold. But I do believe that it is influenced by heat and cold, and I don't feel like it's accurate for that reason.
It doesn't say anywhere for like their listing or anything like that, that whether anything like that affects it.
Not to my knowledge. It was just, it was odd because it started to go in a pattern. Like it'd be like green, and then a few seconds later it'd be red, and then green, and then red, and then it'd be both of them. And I was like, well, maybe the battery's dying. So I charged it, took it back down. It was the same thing. So I just really haven't used it beyond that.
Do you feel like you have any real friendships or relationships with any spirits here in your building? If so, who and why, and how did it form?
I would like to think so. I think that most of the spirits here, I think we're very well acquainted. I do get startled here, and there's some days where I just can't be here and I have to leave. However, I think there is a mutual respect. I think they know that I take care of them, and that kind of same token, they take care of me, maybe. And I go back to when I bought the building, and how I firmly believe that the building chooses you. Just because, I don't know, the series of events, like anybody could have looked at that building and they could have, because I heard a disembodied voice when I was touring the building before I bought it to see if it was something that I wanted. They could have done that for anyone, but they chose to do it for me. And that's ultimately what prompted the purchase of this building to begin with. So yeah, I think Lyman's here. I've had more than one person tell me that Lyman follows me around in the building. So yeah, everything we say, damn it, Lyman. And I think he gets a giggle. Yeah, I hope he gets a giggle. But yeah, I think I do have a good relationship with him.
All right. Thanks.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, that was a little bit painful. Those were hard.
You got it, Dave. Love it. Thank you. I'm glad that question got asked. Thank you.
Yes, perfect. It was like the easiest interview I've ever done.
right?
I love that.
All right. Thanks.
Yeah, thank you.
You're a lovely interviewee.
I don't know about that, but
All right. Thank you.
Thanks.
I sucked a peanut M&M down my throat. It wasn't paranormal.
Sorry, I just got done eating. That would have been funny. We went through that whole thing and it wasn't recorded.
Oh, fuck.
He just gets up. He's like, deep.